include budgies in the first video was a colossal failure.
Hey, it was heresy.
Look, the budgerigar is an iconic Aussie bird, and they are common, just not in any major metropolitan areas. Wild budgies prefer the open expanse of arid and semi-arid environments. Same with cockatiels. Wild budgies normally flock in numbers up to 100 birds, but after rainfall this swells into the thousands. A budgerigar flock of this magnitude becomes a single-minded organism, pooling their collective consciousness to locate food and water sources. Sometimes they'll congregate around a car's windscreen, mostly because they've mistaken it for the reflection of water. The only oasis is the sound system. Offer the thirsty fellow if you're out on the track.
Espresso affogato.
Oopsies.
Happy finishing.
Dutch explorers stumbled upon the arid west coast of Australia. They decided to name it after a land so waterlogged you have to wear wooden shoes for buoyancy. Thus, we ended up with the name New Holland. And this bird has nothing to do with that story. It just drinks nectar. New Holland honeyeaters are striking little birds, striped in black and white with a patch of vibrant yellow. The telltale sign of a New Holland is their cartoonish white eyes, like they were drawn by Matt Groening. They absolutely froth a Banksia or a Hakea, the nectar of which they enjoy sipping. Regent and helmeted honeyeaters might be more revered for their rarity, but the New Holland is a classic little bird, and I just think they're neat. Aussie pelicans have the largest bill of any living bird.
Oh, what's that?
They're excellent soarers and can remain airborne for 24 hours, covering immense distances. Although mainly thought of as coastal birds, they'll travel hundreds of k's inland, even as far as Lake Eyre. Pelicans eat a variety of aquatic critters. Their bill sac is not for storing food, but acts as a fishing net before they quickly swallow their meal. But these pelicans have a darker side. I'm not talking about the
Really?
characteristic black feathers of the Aussie pelican. During they'll
I
snap
know.
the gull, which they waterboard and then drown before eating them head first. Brutal. Cannibalism of young pelicans has also been reported. Also, this is a warning. If the previous feathers are cool enough.
Hey.
Black cockatoos are gorgeous. Yellowtail black is the most widespread of
Visible. On table.
all. These cockies have a strong beak and traditionally gorge themselves on the seeds of native trees like Banksias and Hakeas. However, since the introduction of an American tourist, the Monterey pine, they've gone absolutely skits for pine cones. Males can be differentiated by the red ring around their eyes and the more prominent crest. The call of the yellowtail black is delightful. But it's also a haunting and mournful sound. It's this ghostly wail and their dark appearance which may have inspired their Latin name, the funeral cockatoo, which is ironic when you've got a call that could wake the dead.
Yeah.
The wedge-tailed eagle is the largest bird of prey in Australia. Not gonna lie, these birds are truly a sight to behold. Every time I'm awestruck. The indigenous Kulin people worship them as a god and creator of the world. Wedge-tails are the top flight of the ecosystem, coasting at altitudes of up to 2 kilometers high, and they're adaptable eaters. Gunning for food, mate. Oh yeah, what are you thinking? The entire food chain. Birds, lizards, mammals, it's all fair game, and they'll even go vulture mode and focus on animals past their use-by date. Working together, eagles can even kangaroo, team the drink. Wedgies themselves will fall on occasion. You may have air superiority, but a speeding road train will demote you from apex predator to asphalt's predator so fast it'll make your head spin. Because of their gargantuan wingspan of almost 3 meters, they've got the takeoff, so they can't get away in time. Wedgetails were hunted extensively nationwide in the past,
Yeah.
mostly by
Alright.
they killed livestock. They were just cleaning up the carcasses. Fortunately, they've made a comeback, and eagle numbers are soaring once more.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's all we have time for this session. One thing that keeps coming back to me is the power of a name. Upon learning an avian alias, suddenly the feathered friend you're looking at isn't just some bird, but a little wattlebird, a spotted pardalote, or a pheasant cowcall. Excuse me, where were those birds on this list? Okay, well, maybe we'll have to do a part 3. It's a magical moment when you can see a bird, recognize its call. Equally magical is another thing that occurs when you learn about a species and suddenly appear everywhere. The bird who was once a background character is now the main focus. The birds I've highlighted in this series are ones that you'll see all the time, but it doesn't make them any less special. There's a lot of amazing birds in the world, from shoebills to harpy eagles, but let's be honest, when it comes to quality and quantity, Australia takes the cake and flies back to its nest with it. What am I saying? Look at some birds, you sweaty nerds. This is Darcy, signing off. Catch you next time around.
Hey.